Suzanne Castle, and this is the Thought Leader Thursday show. I am so jazzed because today we have Kat, who is the lead boss, and she's going to tell you all about that goodness. But before we do that, I want to tell you a little bit about the amazingness that is Kat. Did you know that she's the founder of the Action Incubator? She's a best-selling author. You need to pick up 7 Principles for a More Productive and Fulfilling Life, and the creator of the Lead Boss System. Here's the thing about Kat. She really coaches entrepreneurs, people who need to up-level their sales strategy, consultants. They all turn to her, including yours truly here, when they are ready to be done with that kind of overwhelming, overarching, bro marketing, grossly feeling, all-consuming shakedown strategy. Because nobody wants to be doing that, right? We don't have time for that. And instead, she helps you uncover a strategy that really lets you live out into relationship-based sales and marketing and following up with clients. And it just makes you and they feel so much better. So if you're ready to add 100K to your annual revenue, if you're ready to say yes to simple strategies that will save you time, that will allow you to speak out of your unique voice, out of your passion, and out of your expertise, I know that you're going to want to tune in and get some pen and paper ready to go because Kat's going to be rocking with some strategies for us today. Kat, welcome to the Thought Leader Thursday.
Thank you. I'm smiling so hard my cheeks hurt.
I love that. You're so easy to talk about because you are a force to be reckoned with. Seriously, I know that you just made a huge, major goal in your business. And I don't know if you are comfortable talking about that, but
over 6 figures in 90 days. Yeah.
Over 6 figures in 90 days. Freaking awesome. Oh my gosh. And you did it by some of the strategies I think that you're going to uncover for us today. Is that right?
That's right. I'm actually going to show you guys exactly how I did it, and how you can do it for yourself too, no matter what stage of business that you're in.
So let's let them know a little bit more about you. I love that you're called the lead boss. So tell me, how did you become known as the lead boss?
So it was something that was really like an iterative process. So, sometimes you see people with like these amazing brands and you're like, oh my God, like so obvious. Like I wish I could be known as that. So I was like a productivity person. I was a profit increasing person. I was a accountability person. All of these iterations of who I was became who I am. And so I actually was going through creating an event, which you are amazing at doing. And all the intricacies that go behind it in terms of creating some differentiation, looking at how you can position yourself. What's the value behind people that can bring people in and what they get from it. And I kind of just was like, all right, guys, this is who I am. I'm Kat Stancik, founder of Action Incubator, blah, blah. And they're like, no, you're not. And they were like, you're the lead boss. And I was like, what? I was like, no, I'm not. Like, hide under the table. Way too strong, way too loud. And was actually bestowed the title. And I was bestowed it by people that I respected, in terms of, in branding and all that. And it was a team, and part of the team had actually worked with me. So they knew like the experience and all that. But
here's why I love this. That you're deciding to claim the narrative that others already know about you. And I think sometimes that's a really hard thing as a leader, is sometimes we don't want what people are saying about us. But it's so good when you're like, okay, yes, and I'm going to step into that, and I'm going to be that, and I'm going to say that about myself. That's hard to claim. So it's good, but you are definitely the definitive lead boss. This girl can attest to that. So I know about your amazingness. I know about your expertise because each and every week, I know with me, you show up, you give, you serve, you help me in astounding ways, from my mindset to just simple strategies to my Trello board. All the things that you help me manage are really, really great. But tell our listeners, our watchers, a little more about your expertise in the areas of leads and sales.
Yeah. So it came about really because I had tried all of the stuff, right? So I had tried I haven't ever really produced a ton of results, but I'm going to go ahead and put a webinar out there and claim myself as an expert, which like looking back, hindsight, right? 2020. I'm going to try the sales funnel thing. I'm going to be one funnel away forever from the thing I want. I am wanting a 2 punctuation award because that would totally feed my ego, right? Whatever those things were, I tried them because it was all, and what was in common? It was all this, easy button, overnight promises of success because I wanted it so bad because I was impatient. Right? I wanted the success now because I was done suffering. I was done not winning. Even when I really couldn't, like deep down inside, I knew it was still there, but I really couldn't see it for myself. I learned how to do the things that no one is teaching people how to do, which is building the connection, finding your people, having the conversation, and then leveraging a mechanism in order to get to the sale, and really kind of leveraging the approach of giving and being of service first before ever anticipating any kind of sale.
Yes, and you're so good with that. And I know that you have a couple strategies that have been working like clockwork during COVID, whatnot. So we all know that we've all had to restructure. We've all had to think differently. We've had to just show up in different space. It has been drastic. The change has been hard for so many, but somehow, Kat, you have figured out how to keep increasing your revenue at, record breaking, not only in your pocketbook, but speed. So are there a couple of tips or tricks, strategies you want to help us out with today?
Yeah. So there's always something, whether it's a global pandemic or something chaotic happening in your life. That's constant. You don't know what it's going to be, but something's going to happen.
Yes.
So what do you do when these things are interrupting you, right? Where it's you're trying to hit a groove, or maybe you feel like you've gotten in flow, and all of a sudden something, you're like, why this again? So basically, I do what I teach, I practice what I preach, and I teach my clients to do it is do the thing that's always been proven to work.
Which sounds so simple,
right?
But, hello.
But as humans, we love to complicate it because we want to find the faster way, and we fall victim to the bro marketers out there who are saying, use these lethal strategies on your clients. Like, dude, like, don't kill your prospects. Like, don't use lethal strategies.
No violent language.
Right. And don't, force people into buying. Like, it's not about that, but it's about going back to what's always worked since the beginning of time, which is about building the relationship, valuing an individual for who they are and how you can be of support. Because look, I'm in business to make money. I'm in business to make a lot of money. I'm not ashamed of that. But I only work with the people who I know I can get results for. That's the integrity piece. It is not a transaction. It is a relationship. And that person may not be a right fit, but maybe they know people. Maybe they have a podcast where I can speak to their audience because their audience might be a right fit. Maybe they know of speaking opportunities. Maybe they know of a VA that I could hire that would help in my business.
Right.
Like, there is always something to be exchanged. And so when you go into a relationship, you look how you add to it, not what you can take away from it. So that's my approach. Is I always go from a perspective of how can I, and that's part of the secret, is what can you put in front of someone that they can say yes to? What is in it for them to build a relationship with you? And looking at it from that perspective of, and that's part of what I teach my clients is, and you're going to be hearing about this very soon, is there's like 9 different strategies of giving in order to receive. Right. It's like walking into a furniture store and that creepy salesperson who follows you around the entire store and is basically trying to create this high pressure environment for you to buy because they are seeking the commission instead of providing an experience. And at the end of the day, people buy from people. So if you're behaving that way, what kind of clients who do end up saying yes to your service, how do you think they're going to behave? How are they going to treat you?
Yep. As a commodity. Like, that's the thing. Like, you are helping people uncover a way to show up and do leads and sales and close clients without them being seen as a commodity, but as it being seen as deep relationship. So if people wanted to reach out to you, what I'm going to drop in, so be checking the outro slide here, people, and be checking comments in the feed. But what's the best way if people want to just like say, hey, could you help me for 10 minutes? Or where could I go to find out more about the Lead Boss? Where would you like to send them?
So what I want to give you guys is actually something that I don't give access to very often. And it's actually my Lead Boss Jumpstart. And so what it's going to show you to do is how to connect with more people faster. It's going to show you how to get people that are already around you to raise their hand and say, I'm ready to work with you. And I'm actually going to be sharing how to be able to close more of your sales calls. It's how I'm sharing my actual sales framework. So it's a Lead Boss sales framework that helps me close 80% of my sales calls.
Yeah, you all heard that right. 80%. Cat closes 80%. So if you're not closing at 80%, or if you don't understand even how to start a client getting conversation, let me tell you, you need to be booking some time and downloading this awesome freebie from Kat. So, all right, Kat. So, can we pop a link? What's the best way? Go to your website. What would you?
So it's actionincubator.com/jumpstart.
Great.
So that's how to get that.
Awesome. Okay, Kat, thank you so much for your time. I know it was quick and dirty, but I like it that way.
Hey,
I'm
baby.
so glad that you were on for the Thought Leader Thursday. Everybody, I'm Suzanne Castle. This is Kat Stancik, the Lead Boss, and we will check you later. Take care. Bye.